Hey gang, what's going on? What's up, Satellite? What's up, Zem, Mizra, PM, Collector Boy, Eva? Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing just fine. I'm doing perfectly okay. I'm still sick. Despite being, like, on my third day of this, it seems like the symptoms are finally catching up to me, even though I don't really feel that sick. It's weird. But I'm here, and I got tasty drinks. I got tired of hydrating normally, so. Yes. Yes. Excellent. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing good. I had a useful Saturday. I went around and did things, took my kids around and stuff. And then in the evening, when they went to go do their stuff, I played a lot of Silksong. I possibly played too much Silksong. I pushed my way through some late game stuff, and it was rough, but I made it. I finally found a fight in Silksong that just straight pissed me off. It was so obnoxious. It was so annoying. And I eventually got through it, and then accidentally triggered another really hard fight, like, almost immediately thereafter. But I got through that, too, so. I reached kind of a tipping point in the game, I think, so I'm going to be spending some time running around looking for other stuff to do, but probably tomorrow we'll see what happens when I tip the point. Evening Manic, thank you for the 60 stream streak. Good evening, Deep. No, I haven't been to the swamp in a while. I can't find the damn map there. Bilewater specifically. I still don't have the map from there, so I have a big hole in my overall map that annoys me. So I haven't been back in a while. Yeah. I found plenty of stuff to annoy me elsewhere. Y'all getting up with the Raul Julia quotes, I see. We really were blessed to have him in that awful Street Fighter movie, just for the memes. Really, really just for the memes. So Zed, download the game yet? I found there's gross bugs and endless screaming. It is that kind of place. It really, really is. But yeah. Did more for that movie than it deserved. I mean, he elevated everything he was in. Like, he was truly an unparalleled actor in many ways. Like, the energy he brought to every role was just immaculate. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Could not agree more. Yeah, I mean, he was like he is the quintessential Gomez Addams for me. Like, it's kind of like Jack Nicholson is the Joker. Like, I think for the rest of my life, I will measure every actor who steps into that role against Raul Julia. He was so incredibly perfect. He really, really made that role his own. So yeah. Consummate Gomez for sure, yeah. And Bison cosplaying as Gomez while Gomez cosplays as M. Bison. But which one is real? Ah. So yeah, that was my day, chat. It was really just Silksong. I really just played much Silksong. Like, it was the civvies after they give it. No, it's so funny when they're sitting around in like the shitty hotel room, and he's still just Gomezing it up in like regular street clothes. It's so funny. One that comes close after that is the guy from the Wednesday series. That's mostly because it's more closely accurate to the art. Oh yeah, oh shit, what's his name? I know that actor. He's really good too. And I thought that was a really cool direction they took with him for the Wednesday series. But yeah, Not a fan of Chubby. It's not that I'm not a fan of other renditions of Gomez. It's just like Raul Julia's was just on another level. You know, I really feel like he elevated and defined that role. So yeah, I can go back and watch the old Addams Family TV show and have a perfectly good time. I certainly don't think the dude that played Gomez there was bad or anything. But God, yeah, compared to the films, it's just... Raul's manic energy is hard to match. Yeah, only knows how to be himself. Taken too soon, indeed. Wasn't there another Addams cartoon? Yes? I want to say yes. I guess it's off to Wikipedia with us. Let's review all the different Addams Family mediums there have been. All right, so it started as a comic strip. Originally appeared in a series of 150 standalone single panel comics, about half of which were originally published in the New Yorker between 1938 and the creator's death in 1988. Okay. Films and television. Okay. Films, there was Addams Family and Addams Family Values in the 90s. And then two, looks like CG Addams Family films in 2019 and 2021. Oh, good luck with your long drive, Deep Thought. Have a good one. Rest up for that. Let's see. There was a short film in 1973. There's the original television series was 64 to 66. There was a new Addams Family, 98, 99. Then Wednesday started in 2022. Looks like two animated series, a very brief one in 1973, and then the one in 92 and 93, which spawned such gems as Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt. There were two television specials, one in 1972 and one in 1977, and one direct-to-video film. Oh my god, is that Tim Curry? What the hell? Addams Family Reunion, 1998. Oh, shit, that's what you were talking about, Ms. Roy. I'm sorry, what? Daryl Hannah was Morticia? Oh my god. Huh. How interesting. Yeah, this is actually a thing that exists. It's cursed as fuck. I'm not gonna read this whole thing. Yeah, it sounds like this had a pretty troubled production. Payne intended to give the film a dark, edgy tone. However, Saban interfered with his development, insisting the story be aimed solely at entertaining children, and lacked much of the black comedy and satire of the previous film. That's pretty rough. I do want to see what was the reception. The film was poorly received by critics. Quote, the dialogue is awful, the acting is sitcom broad, and the direction is unremarkable. Good evening, Dragnell. Welcome in. I'm sure we can turn things around with Street Fighter 2 on Game Boy. I'm sure that'll improve things. It's also a stage musical. Yeah. It's one of those it's one of those franchises where I really just know it for the 90s films. Everything after that just kind of like slid off my brain because I don't need to know about it. I'm aware of Wednesday because it seems to be favorably received. And it's current, so. The most brilliant thing about the Wednesday series, the Addams are very clearly Hispanic, which makes the uneasiness of the white antagonist much more nuanced. Oh, that's an interesting take. I like that. I like that a lot. Pre-Netflix direct-to-video movie that reviews downright glowing. You have to forgive me, chat. I'm gonna be a little sniffly and sneezy tonight. What's up, Shadows? Good evening, Laura Trespiso. It's good to see everybody. Glad you're all here. Glad we could make it out. I say let's go ahead and get to the magazine so we can make some actual progress tonight. Our whole schedule has been kind of thrown into disarray the last couple of weeks due to illness and fatigue and all kinds of stuff. So I feel like we are perhaps behind where we should be in our power hours powering. So why don't I remind you all of the schedule and we'll get to it. Playing Mother 1 and enjoying it, very charming. Oh god, the inventory management. He's one of the poor that has an actual game. I'm sure you are. Anyway, tonight's Power Hours. You know this. We're done with the big Virtual Boy feature, so we're forging ahead in the magazine, even though we're only on page 36 at the moment. We got a long way to go, but I'm sure we'll have fun doing it. Tomorrow night is nothing. I am not streaming tomorrow night. I never stream on Sundays. And if the thought ever crossed my mind to stream on Sundays, I wouldn't, because I get the impression it makes the rest of the week harder to get through. I really need that specific evening of rest. But Monday we will be back with Wonder Project J, the last of the community promised streams that I'm doing for the time being at least. We'll start that up next week, and I think we'll spend probably like 2 weeks on that. And then once we're done with Wonder Project J, I think our schedule is kind of open for some weird and wild stuff. Yes, the robot will still be named Penis. We need to name the player character something that goes well with Penis. So I'll leave y'all to brainstorm on that for the next 48 hours, and then we'll work. God, Jesus. And then we'll work something out on Monday. But yeah, that's the plan. That's what we're doing. Now let's talk about the big news of August 1995. A Game Boy port of a 4-year-old game. Street Fighter 2 is finally here on Game Boy Chat. The tournament to name the Ultimate World Warrior has begun again. This time the tournament moves to the Game Boy, so Street Fighter fans, capital F, will be fighting in the streets or anywhere else they want to go. Like the couch. Or the backseat of their parents' car. If you're a fan of Street Fighter 2, and who isn't, you gotta love it. Nintendo's bringing Capcom's classic to Game Boy, finally. Way the hell after the fact. This, you have to remember, this is like... So this is post Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and Super Street Fighter 2. I don't think we've gotten... No, Super Street... I can never remember this. Was there another version of Street Fighter 2 that made a Super Nintendo? Like Championship Edition or something? Or was Super the last one? I always forget. At last, the worst implementation of Street Fighter 2. What's up, Dave? It was a Master System port. Capcom's blow money was running out. Fighters on the Game Boy are a thing that exists. Yes, they are I mean, I think the most charitable we've been with Game Boy fighting games is functional. We have played a few that were functional. I wouldn't necessarily call any of them good. Now, if you want to go dig up a clip of me calling one good, I will eat my words because I don't remember. SNK is the only company to do Game Boy fighters decently, not amazingly, but for Game Boy. Because SNK is willing to go like the SD route, right? If I remember correctly, we did Game Boy Sam Show, and like the characters were appropriately tiny, but they animated well, and yeah. 8 out of 10 fighter for Game Boy, 5 out of 10 fighter otherwise. Did you ever play Awful Fist and the North Star Fighter on Game Boy? I'm not sure I did. I mean, at this point, it's, you know, we're so far along, it's hard to remember individual games if they didn't make a big impact. But yeah, I don't think I did. If you're a fan of Street Fighter 2 and who isn't, prepare to be underwhelmed. I don't think Game Boy Advance is better on that front. I'll be interested to see. Because, yeah, I can't imagine Game Boy fighting games being particularly good. Did any of y'all play fighting games on, like, the PSP? I feel like if any handheld system was going to do it well, it was probably the PSP. Had a lot more power and a much better aspect ratio for fighting games in particular. Game Boy Advance has a legit good Street Fighter 3 Alpha port? Oh, okay. Oh, Alpha 3. Sorry, yeah. A not awful Tekken game, really. Another one I cannot remember for the life of me on Game Boy. I remember an old Asian male closet that had half his boobs were farted and some lady moment. It's so hard to remember these, like these random one-off fighting games on these systems. Like, it's easy to remember your Street Fighters, your Mortal Kombats. I remember the SNK ones, like, you know, when Art of Fighting and Fatal Fury show up. But, like, all these other random ones we've played, they all just kind of blend together because they're all their own special brand of bad, but not in, like, a particularly remarkable way. Played Dissidia was quite neat. I didn't play anything in the 2 weeks of PSP. Street Fighter Alpha 3, for some goddamn reason, is generally great handheld ports. That's funny. Battle Arena Toshinden. Okay, okay. Brutal Positive Fury on Game Boy 1. Surely they did. Surely they did not. So I need some kind. You know what? I gotta know. I'm gonna go ahead and look it up. Surely they didn't do that. Don't call me Shirley. You made me nervous with that. No, we're safe. We're fine. We're good. I remember the Hell's Yeah commercials for PSP. I don't, actually. Really good DS port of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Genuinely basically arcade perfect. Had net play. How the hell did a DS game have net play? What in the world? Anyway. Wizardry, clearly. Fortunately, Google results are mostly best Game Boy fighting games. Like, no, I ain't looking for the good shit that holds my brain. Just turns out Game Boy has a King of Fighters game. No, we haven't played that one yet because, well, hasn't made it here yet. What was the first? Hang on. How did King of Fighters first arrive here? The first King of Fighters was 94. Yeah, okay. And it was only on Neo Geo. Uh, 95 was the first one to go cross-platform. It was arcade, Game Boy, Neo Geo, PlayStation, and Saturn. So yeah, we're not there yet, at least on the American side. Even had player records for skill-based matchmaking on DS? Wow. Thoughts on the upcoming Dragon Quest VII remaster, which is actually a second remaster? You should ask chat that. I have no thoughts on it. I have only played a handful of Dragon Quests, and I've never finished any of them, so... there you are. I don't mean to be too forward. We should totally do more import nights. You are right. You are right. You are not wrong. You are, in fact, right. Battle Arena Toshinden, huh? Well, we'll clearly get to that eventually. What's up, Hildy? Good to see you. Hear me out, Neo Geo Night of Wonders, where we look at both Neo Geo games. Hang on. How many Neo Geo games are there? There aren't that many. List of Neo Geo games. 156. 156. And like a large portion of those are in like single series. Like, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of those are just King of Fighters. 6 of them are Sam Shao. So yeah, that would not be hard to do, honestly. Yeah, gotta be more than Virtual Boy. Heldy is the best variation. Yeah, that is a good one, isn't it? Also, good evening, cute T-Goat. Good to see you. Every time I think of Fatal Fury, I can't help but hear that annoying high-pitched Takara title screen. Like, as a random Steam stuff, saw something interesting. You might remember I do remember Nauticrawl, yes. I do remember that. They made a VR exclusive follow-up to that a few late years later, same concept. That's pretty cool. That being, like, genuinely immersive could have been pretty neat. What was the Legend of Success, Joe? It sucks ass. Still more games than PS5. I like that. Heldy is the Spooktober version. I like that. Watch the IT crowd with someone who's first time. It's amazing. Nice. Anyway, you know what? I don't think we're gonna get a whole lot out of this Street Fighter 2 feature other than the key art. You can't play as Bison in this one. He shows up randomly in survival mode in the end of normal mode. But I think you should take a moment to really behold some of these portraits here. In particular, Ken's just not having it face and zombie Zangief. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is undead reanimated Zangief. I can't explain it any other way. I don't believe normal Zangief can unhinge his jaw like a snake. So I'm gonna chalk that up to the virus. Zomgief. Zangief looks like a mummy pulling off his sandwall trick. Is it Zangief or Zangief? I've always heard it and I've always said it as Zangief. Dungeons and Dragons, some sort of sex thing. Far from it, Jen. More interested in this spread eagle pirouette. Oh my god. Why does Chun-Li have 3 knees on 1 leg? I mean, I'll give the artist credit. They understood the assignment with Chun-Li. They've understood from very, very early days that Chun-Li is like 60% thigh by body mass. But not every artist is capable of capitalizing on that. It's obviously AI art. Simpler times here. Simpler times here. I also genuinely can't tell if her foot is like tucked up under. Oh my god, it's a bot. Holy cow, I have not seen a bot in so long. Chat, it's a red letter day for us. How about that? How's it going, bot? Welcome in. Can we dissect it? So I'm going to stream Boo right now. Thank you, Dominic. I appreciate it. Doing the needful for our peoples. Find hilarious that botanies remind us to remove the space. As if we haven't heard that spiel hundreds of times before. The bot wearing the Zangief suit. Oh, man. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. I never in a million years expected to extract this much enjoyment out of the Game Boy version of Street Fighter 2. And I don't even need to play it. I can't imagine there's anything actually interesting in any of this text. It's all pretty standard, I think. Chun-Li does have her fireball, which I don't think she had in the original release of Street Fighter 2. Oh my god! Chat! Chat! Sweet Jesus! I like to imagine he doesn't actually have a lower jaw. His massive watermelon forearms are just hiding the fact that it just fell off somewhere. He's like Chamber from Generation X. The remaining 10% is foot. Submitting to Wikifeed. Look at his toes. How many toes does he actually have the right number of toes? It almost looks like he has 6. He's like Raziel. I have no jawbone and I must admit would give me nightmares as a kid. I mean, I have no memories of this feature as a child, probably because it was traumatizing. My brain probably wiped this from my memory as a self-defense mechanism. Imagine this on the side of the cabinet. Oh my god. These are like the spray painted carnival decoration versions of these characters. It's great. I could have foreshortening. Close enough, you're hired. Isn't his big toe on the foot behind in the wrong? Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, it is. He has 2 right feet. Chad, they couldn't even get like the real characters for Game Boy Street Fighter 2. It's all skinwalkers. It's all imperfect clones. God Christ. Ryu can't dance confirmed. Artists will be accused of AI art if it was done today. Oh, chat. I yearn for simpler times where people could just be bad at art and we could make fun of it and move on. Oh, there's so much simple joy in that. This is the future Fallout warned us about. Make sure to remove the space. Two left feet is used to describe an inability to dance. Two right feet means inability to fight? Inability to street fight? I don't know, man. Well, let's do the tour then. We got Blanca here, who looks more like a big green spider than he should because of the poor copying of the seam there. I mean, that's recognizably Blanca, at least. Balrog, I think, has trash cans for calves. I mean, if we're going by rules of perspective, I mean, I'm pretty sure the camera's like a foot below his junk or something. Why is his head? Because yeah, it's somebody laying under him, taking a picture up. This is the only way I can explain it. The only way I can possibly explain this picture is somebody is laying between his feet and taking a picture up that way. That's the perspective that they're going for. He has the appropriate bison nameplate on his belt. Wait, does that wait a minute. Wait. Does that mean that this is Japanese key art? Surely not. Did they pull this out of... Did they pull this out of the Street Fighter 2 Game Boy instruction manual? Is that where these came from? I assumed they were like 20 minutes from printing and they realized they didn't have anything to fill the empty space in this feature, so Nintendo Power was just like, hey intern, how good are you at drawing Street Fighter characters? Otherwise feet wouldn't be visible. Closer I look at his teeth and jaw, the worse it gets. Yeah. I mean, the man has no neck. His head is basically like a tumor atop his chest. And then I think arguably Sagat gets the best art on this page. I mean, not that it's a particularly close race or anything, but he has vaguely human proportions. I've zoomed in about as far as I can, unfortunately. What is this? Huh, those are much better portraits in the actual instruction booklet. They should have just borrowed those and colored them in. That would have been way better. God damn. Conehead, he looks human enough. That's about the best we can hope for, I think. All right, anyway. Snap this back. How does Street Fighter work with only 2 buttons? Let's find out, shall we? Yeah, this art is not in the manual, yeah. Anyway, don't worry about requesting this one. I'm gonna spot y'all because I am perversely curious. I want to see this for myself. It's almost a good rendition of the, there are rules! Thank you, Ms. Roy. I appreciate your sacrifice. Alright, normal. Nothing about this is normal. Alright, we got Ryu, Blanca, Guile, Chun-Li, Bison, Ken, Zangief, Balrog, and Sagat. Interesting. So they had you drop a bunch of characters. It's interesting that they added in Balrog and Sagat as playable characters and just chucked, what, Dhalsim, Honda. Anyway, I'm gonna play as good old Ryu. mastery is tiling. And we're starting with a mirror match. Perfect. Wonderful. Oh dear. Hadouken! Hadouken! Let's do it, man. This is Street Fighter. This is not good. This is... I'm sure you'll be shocked to hear, chat, but Game Boy Street Fighter is not good. It controls like Street Fighter 1. And I'm not kidding. Have you ever wanted Street Fighter 2 to be more like Street Fighter 1? No? Too bad. I lost track of who I was there. Because there's no... When you jump off the top of the screen. If both of you jump at once, it can be more or less impossible to figure out which one you are upon landing. Apparently I won. Did you ever play Street Fighter 2 Rainbow? No, I did not. No, I did not. Street Fighter 2 late to return this for a better game. Never played Street Fighter 1, I've never heard anything good about it. Yeah, it is... It is very much... It's very much the prototype for far better fighting games. Like Street Fighter 2 was a huge smash hit for a reason. Like, Street Fighter 1 was not it. Street Fighter 1 was like an attempt, a step in the right direction, but it is not a good fighting game. Yeah, this move's like watch and play, yeah. Neither is this, exactly, yeah. You love the music bugging out to a single note. Worth looking at Street Fighter 1 to see was attempting the kinks they ironed out when they did Street Fighter 2. It's also, like Street Fighter 1 does exist in a very important place in fighting game history, because if you are familiar with its other contemporaries, like Art of Fighting, the connections are much more clear. And you can also see why, like, it just makes it so much more obvious why Street Fighter 2 was such a big deal. Like, you can see the progress made. And control and animation. Blanca versus Mr. Game & Watch. Who are the two people getting into a fist fight on the title screen of the arcade? I guess they are just street fighters. Fighters in the street. This is almost like... This is right on the cusp of being unplayably bad, frankly. There is Zangief and Ryu become zombies. Zangief with realistic AI. It is really hard to key in that kick. I don't know if that's the Game Boy or if that's just the controller I'm using. But I can generally do special moves on in other games, so. So Street Fighter 2 Rainbow is a bootleg version with some conveniently observed mechanics, like no pauses between specials, juggles, and infinite come out like candy. Fireballs are homing and doubled. Still funny that this supported 2-player via Super Game Boy. Yep. Imagine going to a friend's place to Street Fighter 2 with them on Super Nintendo. Instead of 3 separate SNES ports, he pulls this out. Yeah, I don't get why you jump so goddamn high in this. Like, why do you jump off the screen in this? It makes, with like, the utter lack of animation frames, it makes it so hard to track, like, where your character is and what they're doing. This thrilling chat. Gameplay is ass, at least the music is good. The music is good. It's the 3Ds. I will... Whoever did the audio for this, I will give them credit. They did a really good job porting the music. That is literally the only saving grace this game has. I can't even give him credit for the sound effects. Really. God damn it, dude, fucking thank you. I think the AI is programmed to just sit there and take the spinning kick because they understand just how difficult it is to actually key in. You're absolutely right. Everything goes with this theme. Like smacking a pair of action figures together has smoother action than this. Guy looks like a messed up cyborg there. Ow. Ow! Chun, please! Might be the unofficial sequel to Twinkle Nora Rock. Defeat my Dragon Punch, only Hadoukens and kicks. Look, this Ryu is very confused about a great number of things. I swear to God, that was a fireball motion, not a Dragon Punch. Yeah, it's really not helping that they basically just use the same... They use the same sound effect for, like, every special move. It's just so damn hard to keep track of what's going on in this game. I mean, this should be indicative of how easy this is, that I'm getting this far without fully understanding what even the hell is going on. I wish you had a please. Okay, I'll stop. Let me beat up Ken or get beat by Ken if the AI decides to wake up. And then we'll move on. Needed that. Jesus Christ. Standby Street Fighter 5 is letting you bind specials to a button. A has decided of giving your little brother an unplugged controller every time he's playing with you. That was 6. Seemed like that, yeah, that particular accessibility feature was a real boon for Street Fighter 6. People seem to appreciate it. All right. I will spare you any more of this, chat. That was Street Fighter 2 on Game Boy. Borderline unplayable. But if you want to beat up some totally brain dead AI opponents, it's an option, I suppose. I have to assume this did not sell well. Not only was it ass, it also came out basically 4 years too late. After multiple other versions of Street Fighter made it out and multiple other fighting game franchises beat it to the Game Boy. I really have to wonder why this took so long to get here, you know? I mean, why didn't this come out around the time of like Turbo or something? Ryu's art is so bad on so many. It's really amazing. It's one of those art pieces that, like, the longer you stare at it, the more you realize is wrong with it. Like, his spine is basically like S-curving. Like, his whole body is like pushed out to the left for some reason. Is Game Boy kind of afterthoughty for publishers? Generally not. The Game Boy is a pretty important platform right from the jump. Tetris helped make it like a really important part of the gaming landscape. A lot of franchises would release their versions almost simultaneously. Some only made it to Game Boy. For ports, kind of. I have to wonder if Capcom knew what they had here. if they knew they had a piece of shit and they kept like pushing it back and eventually like somebody in upper management was like, look, we gotta release this and just recoup whatever we can. So does it matter if it's missing Dulcine, E Honda, and Vega? I mean, it's so bad anyway, like it's almost not worth mentioning. Oh good. Oh boy. Chat. From one extremely exciting game to a bunch of words about video game college. We don't really need to read this, I don't think. I'm gonna skim this for anything interesting. Nintendo America helped set up DigiPen Applied Computer Graphics School, first school in North America dedicated to teaching video game programming. Vancouver. DigiPen opens doors in September 1994 to an inaugural class of 30. It's a 2-year course. And getting into DigiPen isn't easy. School officials waited through 1,300 applications. Wow. DigiPen accepts students who have not attended college and actually prefers applicants who have no programming experience. Took 2 years to develop a curriculum. How successful is the DigiPen approach? Well, we don't know because we just fucking started. Students began downloading 20 games. DigiPen teachers put almost as much emphasis working in teams. Blah blah blah. This guy's working on a side show called Dungeons of Passage. Traveling to a gothic castle, the hero has a hard time leaping up to a platform. A few clicks of his Power Mac mouse, trademark. Patrick reveals a wireframe beneath the stonework, shortens the platform, and replaces the stonework. Sure, that makes leap the first try. Last paragraph. All right. The atmosphere inside DigiPen crackles with the energy of apprentices in love with their work. In class, the eager students bark questions at their teachers. During lab time, they huddle together, discussing the finer points of game design. These youthful code jockeys only stop to eat, sleep, and dash to the espresso bar downstairs for caffeine and glucose breaks. After a full day of class and another 2 hours of one-on-one tutoring in the evening, students work until school officials drag them from the Power Macs at 10 o'clock each night. The next morning, they're back at their desk at 9 a.m. ready and eager for another day of cranking code. Cranking code, chat. Code. But not all hogs. So coders love to refer to their work as crank. Yeah. Well. If only these days were truly behind us. This blue sidebar is a profile on DigiPen President Claude Comer, who is the guy in the portrait over there. Close the tag, crank the code as hard as I can. So grateful I never pursued game development as a career. Would have been a rocky road for sure. I think the fact of the matter is, if you really want to make games yourself. Do not get into the industry with the intent of making games. Because even in a best case scenario, you're not really going to be making your own games. You're going to be making games by committee. Most points we're using the word ebullient? Wait, what? Where? Burn yourself out making your own game instead of someone else's? Exactly, yeah. At least have something to show for it. Ah, I see. It's hard to keep up with the ever ebullient Claude. One moment is discussing the intricacies of the World Wide Web, WWW, chat. The next he's expounding on Canadian politics. I noticed they don't go any further in depth on that. What drives this modern-day Renaissance man is a team of game-crazy teachers. We're all engineers with a child still in us. How to get in? Applicants must have graduated from high school, take an entrance examination, considers applicant grades, letters of recommendation, relevant work experience. Non-native English speakers must provide TOEFL scores. No programming skills required. Tuition is $8,500 Canadian per year. That's a 2-year university. So you want to be a video game programmer. First of all, condolences. Second of all, then it's time for some serious sharpening your brain cells. At DigiPen, students begin by learning how to program in the C and C++ languages. They also study basics of computer hardware and the elements of computer math and graphics. A lot to learn in such esoteric fields as algorithms, Boolean algebra, and 2D and 3D transformation of curves. Students also learn VU, a 3D programming language developed by DigiPen President Claude Comer. Have to wonder how what kind of legs that language had. Seeing these photos reminds me I had to argue against people thinking games in these generations weren't designed with scan lines in mind. What's up, F-Zero Racer? You have to be more than a strict wirehead to cut it at DigiPen, though. Later in their first year, students learn about artistic issues involved in designing good games, including writing and presenting storyboards, composing, coordinating a soundtrack, and using animation, live video, in-game programming. This summer, the students practice, taking only a 6-week break before coming back for more in the fall. With the basics out of the way, students spend their second year tying their skills together so they can produce games. Besides more coursework and storyboards, game concepts, and computer graphics, students learn about machine language programming. Finally, they're ready to learn about Super NES programming. Students finish a DigiPen by designing and implementing a complete video game for the Super NES. Sound tough? The students love it so much they have to be pushed out the door when the school closes every night. Indeed, the students' workaholic habits so concern Claude that he plans to institute mandatory physical education this fall. Aww. If you ever work with somebody who pines for the days of people like freely sacrificing their time like this for their job, do everyone a favor and defenestrate them. Long ago I worked for somebody who would sing the praises of QA testers past, who would sleep under their desks and pull all-nighters and stuff. They'd reminisce about how those were the days, and boy, could've done the whole world a favor there. Anyway, enough about making games. Let's play Phantom 2040? Should we play Phantom 2040? Means you pulling out a $5 word. I am an English major. Gotta get my money's worth out of that diploma somewhere. The world of the future, steel and concrete choke the landscape. The builders of the urban jungle endanger the delicate balance of life for their own gain. But even in this world, there is one who still cares. He's called the Ghost Who Walks, the Phantom. I don't remember anything that interesting about it. Yeah, we don't need to revisit this unless somebody missed it last time and wants to see it. The interesting thing about it is it's a pretty open design. Like each of it's not a linear set of levels. Like you get an objective or a story hook and then you decide which level to go to, and then it's a pretty open level design and you have to explore to find the objective. It has more in common with, like, Alien 3? Or I guess the Judge Dredd game, or, yeah, Alien 3 or Judge Dredd, because they're both built in the same engine. Watch this on Fox News. I watched a bit of it, too. This was, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, this was from the same studio that did Aeon Flux. And I was a big fan of Aeon Flux, so I watched this just to get more of that deliciously weird art style. It was a pretty interesting show. It had some neat ideas for a sci-fi superhero. When it comes to playing video games, I found the playing video games aspect of it was never particularly necessary. Half Blind Ass read that on the bottom is Riot Factory. I mean, perfectly reasonable assumption because it's actually just a made-up word, Biot Factory. Very Aeon Flux, but less weirdly sexual. I mean, nothing's perfect, really. Phantom is old school, yeah. Phantom 2040 was a pretty interesting attempt at modernizing the concept. Because the original Phantom was like old, like pulp cereals, right? Live action movies kind of blah. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. Production lines for making riots, keep up your quotas. Let's recap some plot here. For years, fans have been thrilled by the Phantom's exploits in his daily comic strip, now updated for the 90s. The Ghost Who Walks is capturing the... Developed by Viacom New Media, Phantom 2040 plays much like Super Metroid. Now there's a name drop for you. With lots of areas to explore, a whole rack of weapons, and an inductance rope that's similar to Samus's grappling beam. While there's no shortage of action, the most refreshing thing about this title is the depth of its plot. You play the role of Kit Walker, college student and superhero. You're the 24th person to bear the mantle of the Phantom, a hereditary duty passed down to you by your father. What is the secret of the Ghost Jungle? How is it tied into Rebecca Madison's plot to revive her husband and control the city of Metropia? As a Phantom, it's your job to find out. Meanwhile, a battleship factory in a river, they can no way fit a battleship in it. Good point. Maybe they're like flying battleships. I don't remember a Phantom 2040 had airships in it. Like, I remember Gargoyles. Gargoyles had big cool ass like flying fortresses and stuff because that show fucking owned. I don't remember if this one did. Disagree about this resembling Super Metroid. I'll give Nintendo Power a little bit of credit for trying to lend this some gravitas by name dropping Super Metroid. Hereditary was the Phantom gene. Okay, so the other neat thing about Phantom 2040 is like the original Phantom is like a supernatural superhero. Like he got his. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna look it up on Wikipedia. Let's suddenly become experts on the Phantom, chat. Yes, the Phantom comic strip. Yes. The Phantom is a fictional costume crime fighter who operates from the fictional African country of Bangala. The character has been blah 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 blah. Give me a synopsis. Give me concept. Come on. Come on. Not very helpful. Unlike many other superheroes, the Phantom has no superpowers. He relies on strength, intelligence, skill at arms, and the myth of his immortality to take action against the forces of evil. As you were saying, Ms. Roy. Thank you. 21st Phantom is married to Diana Palmer. They met while he stayed in the United States, had two children, Kit and Heloise. Wait, then wouldn't Kit be the 22nd person instead of the 24th? There's a trained wolf named Devil and a horse named Hero, and like 20 previous Phantoms, he lives in the ancient Skull Cave. Phantom was the first fictional hero to wear the skin-tight costume, which became the hallmark of comic book superheroes, and the first shown in a mask with no visible pupils. Comics historian Peter Coogan has described the Phantom as a transitional figure, since the Phantom has some of the characteristics of pulp magazine heroes such as the Shadow and the Spider, and earlier jungle heroes such as Tarzan, as well as anticipating the features of comic book heroes such as Superman, Batman, and Captain America. His powers are has two .45 caliber guns that can ride a horse. Now, I thought, okay, I might be very wrong here. I thought they actually introduced some like mysticism and stuff in Phantom 2040. Let me check Phantom 2040 here. I must be remembering incorrectly. They don't mention anything about it here. They have a really, like, the series had a pretty interesting hook, though. I'm just gonna read all this because it's kind of neat. Year 2040, all environmental disasters and the economic resource wars from the early 21st century decimated the fragile ecosystem balance of Earth. Everywhere the privileged and wealthy continue to thrive and expensive real estate developments terrify the suffering masses. Metropia used to be New York City. Powerful robotics manufacturing corporation Maximum Incorporated slowly shaped a cold, steely urban center consisting of huge residential towers. Maximum's robotic biots, biological optical transputer system, have replaced enormous amounts of human labor. The corporation is illegally producing prohibited combat biots to form Maximum's private underground army. Maximum has its own plans for the future, refers to as the Maximum Era. Through the construction of the fortress of Cyberville, an immense survival shelter where only the wealthiest and most elite humans will retreat and take over Metropia by means of his biot armies, his plans ultimately involve the dark path of decline and extinction as the culminating result of man's prior errors and efforts. The only hope for survival of humanity is the Ghost Jungle, thousands of square miles of mutated vegetation that may be the planet's salvation. The secret source of life is submerged beneath Metropia, unseen by most. So yeah, slightly different twist on the more ecologically minded series of the 90s. Where like the weird mutated vegetation in the wasteland is actually the answer, not the threat. Comic illustration is amazing. Oh my god. That is pretty cool, actually. I like that. Dare also had Sherlock Holmes, but in the future, yeah, I have a dim remembrance of that, but not much. Okay, so anyway, cool-ass sci-fi cartoon. Dude guys, the Phantom fights robots and evil corporations. We can all get behind that. He collects skull. He makes his spirit longer. Let's see, what kind of locations? Wildlife Memorial, Battleship Factory, Ruins, Warehouse and Docks, Spaceport, Biot Factory, Lair and Ghost Jungle, Tube Train Station, University Industrial Zone, and the Maximum Building. Has some issues with the question since objectivism is dog shit. Without that, we don't get Renee Montoya question, who's objectively awesome. I was kind of... Maybe it was just the stuff that I read or saw. I always got the impression that the question wasn't really posed as like a paragon of humanity or anything, but was like kind of meant to be seen as a deeply flawed person who could, at the very least, like solve these mysteries because of what a fucking weirdo he was. This is such an ugly way to format this, because you can't see the important parts of the H and the E here. Why'd you do that? Oh yeah, I remember one of the Maximum. I think their head of security was this guy that got like blowed up, and so they turned him into like 90% cyborg. And I remember they would just kind of like plug. They would just kind of like plug his head into different robot bodies and stuff. That was pretty cool. Question is basically it's a conspiracy theorist who sometimes got things right. I love the question. This is the Phantom punching the robot's head off. Oh my god. That's Killer Instinct, I guess. And with that, chat, we made it to the Epic Center. Good for us. I'm gonna park myself over here for a minute while we read through this. So what's going on this month? Okay, we got our news page. Big-ass feature on Chrono Trigger. Little-ass feature on Secret of the Stars and some epic strategies. The Fall and Rise of Civilization. It seems that civilizations have a habit of disappearing from the scene. Witness the abandoned remains of the Anasazi in the American Southwest, or the mute statues on Easter Island. So it really shouldn't have come as a shock that Civilization for the Super NES has struggled to survive. Now, Epic Centers, please report Civilization will appear this fall thanks to Koei, which has purchased the game from Microprose. That's odd. Microprose couldn't finish the port, so Koei bought it out from them. We know how you play Civilization. Yada, 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 yada. We know how Civilization plays. Fine. Recall the SNS port being not that bad. Super Meta's Rorschach is based on questions. Starts acting like Rorschach, gets his ass kicked 9 ways Sundays. Take away Rorschach sucks. The whole story of Watchmen coming into being is pretty interesting, especially once you realize that you can line up the characters in Watchmen with existing characters. The existing characters that they intended to use for the story, but then couldn't. Someone else had a PS1 port, but only in Japan. Interesting. And then, quick little thing on Breath of Fire 2. Back on production schedule for probable October release. This means for RPG fans, another terrific game is on the way. Some of the major changes in Breath of Fire 2 include a 3/4 perspective battle view, the ability to adjust your character's positions, very cool new attack that makes use of backgrounds like forest or desert. Character uses a wind spell in the desert. The background itself adds to the attack by stirring a huge sandstorm. Another innovation is you can build your hometown during the game by sending special characters there. Help out a doctor, you may build a hospital in your town. Finished game may grow from the 20 megabit Japanese version to 24 megabits. The story takes place 500 years later than the original game. There will be plenty of familiar faces. Dr. Manhattan was supposed to be Captain Atom, yeah. Breath of Fire 2! How does essaying a civilization handle barbarian pain? We're about to find out. We are about to find out. Your requests have been logged and registered, and we shall put them into use. Here we go. Oh my god, that song was from Draken. Oh my god, that song was from Draken. Oh, hey. Now, chat, my first Civilization was Civilization 3, and I only played that a tiny bit. My first real Civilization was Civilization 4. I did not play 2, and I obviously never played 1. So, this will be a bit of an experience. Game start, customized world, Earth! Difficulty level. I'm sorry, what's going on here? Oh, we have a cursor. Oh, okay, we have a cursor. I was like, is this menu busted? I'm gonna go easy as hell. Level of competition, maximum civilizations. Pick your tribe. Roman, Babylonian, German, Egyptian, American, Greek, Indian, Mongol, English, Chinese, Aztec, French, Japanese, Russian. I'm gonna be the Ancient Americans. Lincoln? Wait, what? If it's Lincoln, what do you want me to enter? I mean, you asked, video game. You brought this upon yourself. Long, long ago, humankind was divided into many tribes who wandered the earth. America was one of those tribes. One starry night, however, a very strange thing took place. What the fuck? A beautiful goddess appeared before Bubsy, the young leader of America. Oh, Bubsy, I have a mission for you. Build great cities and cause civilization to flourish. We meant flourish throughout the earth. The civilization, the people will live richer lives, and America will rule the world. I don't think you actually want that. I really don't think you've thought this through. I'll teach you the beginnings of civilization. First, the art of irrigation, which is necessary for the arts of agriculture. Irrigation will allow you to derive more food from the same amount of land. If there is food, the population will grow. Next, the art of road building. For movement and trade. With roads, you'll be able... Isn't this the start of Evo, the search for Eden, but America? Yes. Basically, yes. Instead of directing evolution, it's manifest destiny. Finally, the art of mining, necessary in obtaining raw materials. Raw materials. If you mine the hillsides and other places, you'll obtain large quantities of raw material. With these, your civilization will advance more rapidly. This is all I'm going to teach you. That's it. Get the fuck out of here. Discover the rest for yourself. Do it yourself! Bootstraps. Many things await you in the world. Now go and spread civilization throughout the earth. Americans have never listened to this. Involves being educated. Just a moment. We're reticulating splines. There's a woman no American would ever follow. Watch, it was so cool. People would photocopy new issues and put them in boxes because they wanted it sooner. Takes quite a while to set up a game of Civilization on the Super Nintendo. The first thing you must do is search out suitable locations for cities and build the first of them your capital. Suitable sites are rivers, plains, and coastlines, or at some point near where a particular natural resource can be exploited. So this is what I love about the Civilization games. It's 4000 BC, and we are America. We are the ancient Americans. There's something very quaint about strategy game, console ports, shame it's dead. What's my look at thing button? Okay. This is apparently, an anarchic dictatorial square of motion. Yeah, let's just do it here. It's fine. There we go. That's a nice animation. I like that. Also, did you know we had covered wagons in 4000 BC? Running the communist monarchy strat. People would know how to handle Karl Marx III. I wonder if this is hiding like a loading screen. Because, that's a little indulgent. It's the capital of America, chat. No, I don't want to sell my palace for 200 bucks. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, I think we're good. Unit menu. Move. Oh god. The clans have presented us with much precious metal. At this point, it would probably be best to build roads. When you build roads, your units will be able to move faster and the volume of trade between cities will rise. So I have another settling unit. Okay, sure. America with a mosque. city serves as a focal point for trade and information. Sages and scientists, people who gather information, are thus vital to your civilization. Yeah, ask Americans in 2025 if they agree with that. Create new technologies and culture. Choose an appropriate field of research from the next menu to be displayed. Which discovery should our wise men be pursuing? The wheel. Which apparently we haven't developed despite having covered wagon technology. Go ahead, Shadows. You've just acquired your first military unit. Try to move the unit and give it particular orders. Military units can be used to explore, expand territory, attack, defend. Expand territory? Huh. Looks like we got mountains there. We should invent the wheel, riding, and woodworking so we can make the wagons we came here in. America's drive immediately makes military to expand. What is that? I don't know. Okay. I found gold in them there hills. The culture system, that is not a thing. Culture, if I remember correctly, culture wasn't introduced until SimCity. Civilization 4. Like, I never played 2, but I know enough about 2 to know what it wasn't a thing there. Did 3 introduce it? Cities can be protected by bandits, enemy by defense units of high defense capability, station cities in defense mode. Settlers can be used in alright. Unit menu. Defense. And then, hang on. I kind of want to take a look at this. City. Alright, so I guess this is food and construction. With 3 culture and borders, basically the same thing. As the more culture you got, the more increase your borders. Actually, wait, I meant to... So this is all pretty familiar. You can get different amounts of production from different things. So the difference between this and the PC version, a few texts are cut, otherwise it's basically 1-to-1. I think I found horses. Japan replaced Zulus in this. America's sages. The secret of the wheel has been discovered. Oh, you can build chariots now. Sweet. New techno engineering needed construct. Cool. Let's learn about riding since I see horses. This honestly makes me want to play Civilization again. A picture of Sid Meier in a toga. Okay, I think we're getting pretty far afield. I should probably head back from there. There we go. Scrolling this around is kind of a pain. We should play Pirates. I love Sid Meier. I love the remake of Sid Meier's Pirates. I actually put in the time to like 100% that game. I did literally everything you can do in that game. Yeah, it's an amazing game. Maybe we should do that sometime. That'd be good for a democratic playthrough, because then we could just play it as long as y'all were interested in it. Traveler campaign is basically Sid Meier's Pirates in space. I'm sorry, in space! Alright, we're gonna move here. I'm gonna build a new city on this coast. Yes. Where's the space? Where's the space? That's backspace. What did I just do? Prize Gold sells the old school method of checking legitimacy through asking obnoxious questions. I guess it wasn't canceled. Maybe it was like go with default name or something. Yeah, it went with the default name. Okay. Basic strategy. One city should be defended by at least one, preferably two military units of high defense capability. Balance should be kept between the speed with new cities are built and old ones developed. Beware of territorial expansion without adequate defense capability. Enemy military units or bandits will attack without warning. Damn, New York, you had 5,000 years to not suck. Aha, I've discovered fish. Let's see, what are they? Excuse me. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I guess we need at least one production, so I'll let them handle So sneezy. America's Sage's secret of writing has been discovered. We have discovered LCAV technology. We have a choice between Farmer and Judah students. Funnier than that, it's a choice between Farmer and Elvis impersonator. Ever sneeze like that and suddenly feel sick? No, it's always been the opposite for me. Like, I sneeze and it's like always like a huge relief. Let's do alphabet. Additional horses detected. Oh, we learned burial last was learned dead ancestors rotting the sun. And those places have called a power. The weird Activision was Sid Meier's involvement. Yeah, that was a really weird period in the post Civ 2 landscape when the rights were being disputed. Discovered tribe of skilled mercenaries. Sweet. Yeah, there was on one side there was Call to Power, and I think on the other side there was Test of Time. I don't remember if there were any others. You can make lawyers wage corporate war against other civilizations, sue them out of their stuff. Oh, my mercenaries, go forth and explore because you're expendable. Legit like Test of Time. Endgame lets you make underwater and space colonies. That's cool. That's really neat. I think I should. Hang on. I realized something. I should change this city's production. Change. You need to make a new settler because we have plenty of military here. This city. Find the safe time to follow the rule of Star Trek movies. Oh, even-numbered one's good, odd-numbered one's bad. Honestly, that's not even necessarily... That's not actually true of the Star Trek films. To be completely honest with you. Alright, well, militia's cheapest thing, so... Happy. Oh, good, I can rename it. Still haven't found out what the fucking space button is. So if I was the only one you played and it was fun. There we go. New bub. I loved Civilization 4. I put an ungodly, like straight up unhealthy amount of time into Civ 4. I mean, I played a lot of Alpha Centauri back in the day, too. Alpha Centauri is probably my favorite one overall. I even streamed some of it. America's Sages discovered the alphabet. You can't build anything with this. New techno, laws, map making, map, and writing. Let's learn about map making. Alpha Centauri capitalism. I've always really appreciated how, like, utterly ruinous free market capitalism is in Alpha Centauri. Unless you're using it a very, 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 very specific way. Like, unless you have planned out exactly what you're doing, it is literally suicide. Planned economies and green economies are so much better. Again, Call of Power goes insane. You can essentially go full techno-fascist and build wonders like the Master Computer, AIMD, or the Agency. That sounds pretty cool. Morgan Industries are capitalist food for my Gaian mindworms. I have played a couple games where I basically did an economic speedrun victory. That's fun in its own way. Kind of like doing a cultural speedrun victory in Civilization 4. Subscribers imagine playthrough of Civ 2 slowly transitioned more and more into Alpha Centauri as you went through it. It's a pretty neat concept. Alright, Hildy, have a good one. Thanks for coming out. It's good to see you. I'm finding this surprisingly engrossing, chat. The secret of maps. Oh, you build triremes now. Sweet. I want to build a damn trireme. I want to know how writing works. I kind of wonder, we're either on a big peninsula or we're on an island all by ourselves. Either of those options would be really funny. Yeah, we somehow learned to make maps before we learned how to write. We just scrawled out the pictures, but we didn't fucking label anything. The clans are bandits. We've been attacked. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Well, I guess we could just see how Okay, man. I believe they've been owned. In Bubzonia, they've made a settler. Let's change to... I think 40 turns to build a trireme. Whatever, I want it. I said I want it. I want it. God, I really want to play Civilization now. This is really fun. Fuck. You can move faster on roads. Cool. Hang on, I need to... Okay, well, we can do it when the turn ends. The music adds a ton of charm to this port. It reminds me of how much the OST adds to... Yeah. I think I'll always go to bat for SNES SimCity over PC just because the presentation is so good. Bubzonia cannot hold militia. The unit has been destroyed. Okay. Be at peace with stronger powers and subjugate weaker ones as soon as they achieve independence. Consider changing the system of government to monarchy once the number of cities passes 6 or perhaps 7. When civilization reaches a certain level, send spy and build embassies so as to be swiftly in possession of information of that nation. Also use caravan to develop trade. Okay, Bubzonia shrunk. Oh, I think it's because we're supporting too many units. think that's the problem. Militia in 9 turns. I mean, it's gonna take you fucking forever to build everything. So. I guess maybe start working on granary. Brass Transport, I think Koi did a damn good job. I think this is great. I'm really thoroughly enjoying this. I wasn't sure how clunky Civ 1 was gonna feel compared to my experiences with like Civ 4. But this is really nice. I like it. Which entry in the series had war fatigue? I don't know. It wasn't in 4. Oh my god, I think we're on an island. Well, we figured out writing. We can make diplomats and libraries. Oh good, we can research religion. Cheers, Ninja Zombie. Brunswick, please. Oh my god, we're on a fucking island, chat. This is it. This is the island nation of America. Now your maps will make sense. Hang on. World map. Is the world really that small? Huh, okay. Well, hot diggity damn. Japan has been destroyed by Greece. Well, shit. Didn't see that coming. Damn, son. All right. Yep. It is the island nation of America. Oh, we don't... I think without masonry or bridges or something, you can't build roads over rivers. Okay, well, you know what? Nothing is gonna happen since we're on an island, so I'm gonna save this, and I think we'll move on. But hey, I gotta say, Super Nintendo Civilization? Solid. I like it. Also have a revolution option. Will you rebel? Yes. Revolution is broken out in America. The citizens of Japan, the establishment of a new government. Okay, so what does that mean? Why is there just a rebel button? I don't know. It doesn't look like it fucking did anything. Whatever. Alright, anyway, chat. We did that. Now I think it's time for some Breath of Fire. Are these, changing government types? Kind of like how Anarchy works in 4. I mean, we changed government types in 4. It's just like a decade of unrest, I think. Just like increased unhappiness or something. More games need a random rebel button, doesn't do anything. War wariness is a relatively new mechanic from Civ 6. I see. Okay. Breath of Fire. We're rebelling against what? That's not important. New game, please. Nothing. Give me a name. Down with this sort of thing. Feed me a stray name. Hal. Butts. Subsy. Bluesy. I think it's 4 characters, but that's fine. We're channeling Final Fantasy V here. I think we're at fast messages. Yes, I would like music. What the hell is wrong with you? Game start, but... What the hell is that? I am so sorry I asked. I don't have enough strength to properly use ellipses. Give yourself to God. Pray to God. Praise God. You must become God's strength. I think I'm an atheist now. This is Ganner. Hey, wait, Yua? Yua, nap time! Oh, she got away. Are they seriously gonna use 6 dots for all of these? Are they really gonna do that? Hey, Bud! Bud, come here for a minute. Bud, come here for a minute. Oh, look at this tiny butt. Come here for... He's gonna be really annoying, isn't he? Isn't there anything here? Butt obtains tree pole. Butt, come here. I know. I got a tree pole. I do have... menu. Start using 6 dots whenever I need to use an ellipsis. You're going to hell if you do. This isn't... I'm not judging. This is just fact. You had disappeared again. I don't think she likes naps. But please go find Yua. No. Punch me in the head, you fool. What are you going to do if Yua's in danger? You should protect your sister. Please go find Yua. No. Go eat. But thou must. Good, I'm counting on you. Change equip. 4. Sorry, name's Bud. Get down here. We look like a fucking troll doll. The privy. But you're not lonely without your mother? Is that right? It's been 3 years already since your mother died. I guess you can't cry forever. You're a big boy. What a traumatizing thing to say to a child. Several years ago, when a monster attacked this village, a huge dragon appeared and saved the people. That dragon is still here, sleeping in the back mountains. The back mountains, you say? Isn't you always playing at the back mountain? Oh, but what? You had disappeared? I hope she hasn't gone outside of the village. Hey, it's wild that your mom is dead. Jesus Christ. I wish this whole sequence wasn't in black and white because I really like this pixel art. I would like to appreciate it in color. Like, I'm not stupid, video game. I get that this is a flashback. Hey, but you rascal, you mustn't go into other people's bathrooms. First NPC literally go, yo kid, your mom is dead. Alright, so we need to go to the back mountain. Lately there have been kids acting like orphans and getting into churches and they steal. Please tell the old man to be careful. Wait, was that? That's two So it's 2 periods or 6? Are they just arbitrarily doubling punctuation in this? Oh, Bud, are you taking care of Yua? Do you see her anywhere? Father Goner, about your father is a great magician. When this village was attacked by a monster, he was incredible. I appreciate that every house has a toilet. With running water, no less. Civilization, chat. Well, I guess we're going this way. Oh, what that? Oh. That's a choice. Like, it seriously took me a minute to figure out what layer we were on. Oh, thank Christ. Color. But, get the... whack the beak. Ow. That attack is so cute. Mega Man X guitar. Smaggedy, 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 smaggedy. Nice. I don't think it's gonna do you much good though, kid. But look out! Holy fuck. Looking bad for Bud. Take 5 points of experience and 5 coins. That was dangerous, wasn't it? Yeah, you dumbass. You sent me into mortal peril. I'm a tiny child, dipshit. Also, that is a big fuck-off dragon. Troll doll-looking head-ass about to get beat. About to protect Yua, you are brave. You're a bad girl, Yua. Why did you come to a place like this? Because I wanted to see Mom. Your mother? That's right. I take a nap here, Mom comes into my dreams. Such a huge upgrade in sprite art for one. One had kind of a generic look to it, it's true. This definitely looks better. But Yua. I know Mom is dead. Yes. Long ago when the monster attacked the village, I could not protect your mother. If this dragon had not come to help us, I would not have been able to protect the rest of you. I'm sorry, but if only I had more strength, things would have been different. Right! Daddy, you're not weak, you're strong. Everyone in the village says so. They say that you and the dragon saved the village from the monster. Ha ha ha, you're probably right, Yua. I just hope your mother feels the... I just hope our mother feels the same. She does feel the same. The dragon told me. Thank you, Yua. It's almost as if you can talk to the dragon.
Mom comes into my dreams.
Okay, let's go home. You should also go home before it gets dark. Bye, family. Thanks for leaving me with the giant fuck-off dragon.
You have a dream about Mom, too.
Would you like to close your eyes? Nah. Nah, I'm good. It'd be really funny if I just soft-locked myself by doing that. They should not have done this. This is so horribly disorienting and I hate it. This child, strange kid gives me the creeps. Don't be an asshole. Father Hulk? Young child, welcome to the house of Saint Eva. You also have no family, but you have nothing to fear. The church will never turn away a poor child like you, even if you were a thief. There, think of this as your own home and rest. I'm sorry, did my father and sister die off screen? Wait, what the hell is going on? What a cheap place. I guess I'll take the candles. Hi. You don't have to say anything. You're just like me, right? You act like a poor child. Get into the church, and you steal any valuables you can find, right? But this place is worthless. We have to go to a bigger village. I'm going to another village. Are you going to stay here? No. Alright. Let's go. Let's go to a big village somewhere. Steal and get rich, huh? My name is Bao. Nice to meet you, buddy. What? I'm sorry, wait. They vanished and the entire village has no memory of you or your family anymore? And they just kind of gloss over that? You could have talked to more people. Well, I mean, it didn't occur to me that my family was going to wink out of existence and I needed context clues to find out. Sniff, sniff. Oh no, it looks like rain. Cartridges only have so much space. Wow, here comes the rain. It's pouring. Can we find a place to get out of the rain? Trevor, this scary ass. Are we on an island? Hey, it's pitch black in here. Oh, the candle. I can use that candle. We're set. Let's go. Probably been more clear if you had napped. That's a good point. You're on the same island as your Civ game. You're on the island of America. What was that? Let's follow it. Mom? Wow, this thing is gonna annihilate us. Unless it's destined to be our third party member. Ha! Well? Oh, it's a monster. Bye, Bao. Are you saying you are the one? You say that you are the child for the mission? Alright then, prove it to me. Sweet Jesus. Baruberry. ahead, but let me see you open the gate, destined child. And that is when you'll know the strength of God. It was like waking from a long dream, but now his father and sister have disappeared and no one else recognizes him. I was like, is that all the scrolling text? He dreamt of a horrific demon who ripped his heart and body apart, but it remains just a dream. Father Hulk, no god is hardcore. Yet the vision remains strong. Deep within the corners of his mind, he hears it calling. A different world, a world of silence, a world of darkness. He moves towards it, feeling both fear and exhilaration. He succumbs and the darkness welcomes him. This is some pretty decent writing. Where is this in the rest of the game? You are the one, the demon screeches. Reaching deep within his own heart, he realizes that it is true. Then, in that moment, reality washes away and the dream begins to take shape. Yeah, did they just outsource the text crawl or something? Also, I don't know what the hell we're looking at, but it's fucking cool looking. Like, this is really super cool. Title card! Brother Bardu! "10 years later." Elder, please give us work. We're full-fledged workers now. I know. Here's a job for you. Let me see. What? Find a pet? You don't want to do it? Of course I don't want to do it. A silly job like this. Besides, you gotta be pretty stupid to lose a pet. Sir? Are these the men that will find my pet? Oh, Mina. Well, they don't seem to want the job. Wait a minute. Nobody said we wouldn't do it. Mina, you can leave it to me to find your pet. Well, thank you very much. Elder, leave it to us and everything will be fine. Well, I'll leave it to you then. Please find my Susie. I'll be seeing you later. Please, Elder, leave it to us. We would be happy to help such a pretty girl find her pet. You're a calculating man, dog, person, thing. Well, try your best. Yahoo! I'm really excited now. Let's go, Butt. Let's leave this village and ask around. If you find her pet, you'll be given 500 coins. Do your best. That was a dog in all sense of the word. Alright, yeah, it's a dog, alright. But has a boy... Okay, so we're wielding a boy DR. Indeed, Azazosh, indeed. We're wearing a Bums CL. Our shield is a wristband. Not a wristband, but a wristband. And well, at least we have a bandana on. Bao has a short wool Bum CL wristband. Okay. tree pole to ETC. Do we still have it? We do. Okay, I don't think it did anything, but whatever. Hi, bud. Did you find out anything about your father? Did he disappear a long time ago? If we hear anything, we'll let you know. There's a lot of books. Good sir, that's a lot of books. Range lets do anything. There's all kinds of work. But I don't want to do any weird stuff. No butt stuff. Really, Ranger's convenient. Cleaning, laundry, cooking, leave anything to us. A Ranger's job is not all cool. Looking for a pet is not so bad. There are people who come and ask to have their house cleaned. Hey. Ah! We work out of a hole in the ground. It's like Stalker. There are many monsters in the northern part of this village. I don't know what you're looking for, but I suggest you don't go north. Fake signs, they don't say anything. House is almost exactly like the last one. Landlord, oh but have a good day at work. Please pay your rent. Leading this dry, chat. Are you looking for something? Saw a strange man near Mount Fubi in the south. Does this help you? My little kitty was eaten! There's a bad monster living at Mount Fubi in the south. Ranger, please do something. And you're working hard. Oh, I love you, Mimiko. I wonder what he's going to do in such a place. This is exciting. The village limits, people are just like, yeah, monsters want to devour us over the district walls. They scream at night. Maybe not. Maybe so. Little tent here. They say it's a strange living animal. Sounds a little fishy. Carnival's going all over the world, and we are going to Windia next. Please pay at the counter there and come this way. Come and see. This is the only place in the entire world you can see the Grass Man. The cost is only 30 coins. 30 coins! Sure. I can't sell it to you if you don't have any money. Do I literally have 0 money? I have 5. 5Z. I'm gonna assume Zenny. E-sludge. We're cleaning up electronic waste, chat. Nice shot. Raised his butt mom and cool ass monster. Honestly, I do like these attack animations. Oh. A vote it shall be. Alright, chat. Democratic playthroughs on the table. Do you want more of this? What the hell is this? What do you want, man? Nothing, apparently. Alright, that's probably something for another character to do. Use bow to smack it? Is there a way to change which character I'm in control of? But moved to level 2. But obtained Time Warp. Alright. I beat some random slimes in the field, and now I can warp reality itself. That's a big-ass sign. Shoulder button select. Uh-oh. It's a Biruguru. Oh god, we're gonna die. Oh lord, I went too far, chat. I broke the golden rule. I crossed a bridge. Run. Ah, there we go. Okay. Lead off attack. Thank God. Oh, it's a spell. Herb yourself. Herbaceous. Some pretty high energy battle music. Now move to level 2. Obtained Cure 1. That would have been helpful a minute ago. Okay, so yeah, the top buttons switch back and forth. Okay. But I should probably stay in the vicinity of town for the time being. Oh my god. Hunchback. Nice crits. OST is by the Mega Man X composer. Excuse me. There it is. Okay. Well, shit. Gong Head. I'll do this series for the first several Marvel's Capcoms and Mega Man 6. Ah, okay. Start with the battle music, you hear the Breath of Fire series of choice boss music. First time I saw a strange man near Mount Fubi in the south. Breath of Fire 3, I think, is where the OST gets really good. Anyway, City Pop inspired. Who the hell are you? Our journey has become difficult because the monsters are increasing. Shall I ask the ranger to guide us? While into the motel, it costs 10 coins per night. Will you be staying with us? Yes. Wonder how to save. That'd probably be helpful, yeah. My grandfather was a child. There was a town on the other side of Mount Fubi. I don't know about now, though. Nobody's crossed Mount Fubi in like 100 years. Dragon statues in town. Okay, gotcha. Welcome to the armory. Oh my sweet Jesus. Bronze sword, false bow, suede armor. Airport Red guys stay at the motel and get broker on their daily prices. Oh, there's that dragon statue. They're so curious people who pray to me. Lately, everybody prays Saint Eva. Nobody pays any attention to the dragon god. It was so nice before. I'm sorry, when you get old, you tend to complain. Are you telling me the story of your journey? Yes. Okay, I got recorded. Will you still continue your journey? Yes. Careful on your journey. Don't fuck it up. Switch lets you buy equipment and automatically equipment sell where it replaces. That's cool. How much money do we have right now? $19 dues. Maybe we get to 30, we can check out the circus. Ew! Oh, these are fucking hideous leeches. Good lord. Yeah, something that should definitely be the standard. Oh, there is an auto. One more fight and then I go to the circus. It's all I want in my life. It's all I need. That a counterattack? That's all. Difficult plays that are advised you to double EXP Zenny hacks so the pacing is a bit better for us in streams. No. If you want me to play the game, I'm gonna play the game. Moved to level 3. Let me into your damn whatever it is. I want to see the grass man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It spit at me. Like the moving cloud effect on the world map. This is really boring. We should have gone to Corsair for the battle show instead. Turtle's feed. Isn't it worms? Yuck, that makes me sick. It's nonsense. Do you need turtle feed? 1 is 4 coins. Sure. Would you like to feed the turtle? Yes. Bow to defeat at the turtle. Okay. Okay. It's hard to see from there. Would you come around to the center? See the unusual grassman right in here. Come and take a good look. Okay, that's it. Did you enjoy it? Was the grassman scary? You're gonna see him again, get some money from your parents, and come back. Wow, fuck you. This is Watts. Here's a riddle. Round I am, yet flat as a board. Altar to the Wolfen Lord. Ding, 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 that's correct. Okay, cool. Alright. Was that worthwhile? Not particularly. So am I correct in assuming that this game has quite a bit of grinding in it to progress? It does, yeah. I can kind of tell just by the pace of the start. Your PlayStation? Oh, this is a dungeon. Yeah, I could not see that path there. It's back again. Did you say something? No, we're silent protagonists, genius. But why are you tagging this? You clearly trolled off a kid from your childhood. Demon dropped something, but obtained herb. I've been friends for 10 years and I've never said a word. Is that a healing spring? When they drank the clear water, strangely, they all regained their strength. Yeah, baby. It's our grinding hub. Ew, what the hell are these? Widows. Gross. Ooh. Actually, this is one of those weird goblins in menu. I wonder what the deal with that is. I was kind of wondering that myself. Yeah, he's just kind of asleep. Oh, actually, he's pretty amped up right now. Yeah, top center. I don't know what. Yeah, go ahead. It's monster activity? Okay. So when he's asleep, you're safe, and when he's dancing, enemies might appear. The more amped it is, the higher the encounter rate. Okay. Gotcha. I gotcha. Also indicates monster levels relative to yours. Okay. Boy, it'd be nice if they didn't pop this dialogue up every time I drank from this fountain. I think that'd be neat. Huh. The dragon is sad, monsters are weak. If normally dancing, the wrong party if it's dancing fast, get the fuck away. Across the bridge, it'd be a blur of cocaine. Yeah, that thing was nowhere near our level. Oh god, we're poisoned. Thanks for saying you don't need to know about the compass. Compass's new feature, sound will play when there's a key hidden in the room. The gem next to some... I was wondering about that, yeah. Also, I'm going to remind all y'all while we're playing this, there is a vote open on this, on whether or not you want to see a democratic playthrough. So make sure you log your interest or lack thereof while you have the chance. Cure PlayStation Network and heal. That's a big ass group of enemies, man. Take more than one spell to cure PlayStation Network. Dragon Tier Relic passed down from your mom basically has the power to tell you how characters feel towards Rio and how pure their intentions are. Okay. Purple means ask again later. Pure hatred. Oh, we're hanging in there. They were like somewhere between Tone Indicator and the Magatama from Ace Attorney. Okay, that actually makes sense. Mentioning the Magatama actually made it easier to understand. Actually, I think we just finish this guy off. Oh god. Barely. Oh, is that a magic? You run from this? No! I kind of needed you to leave so that wouldn't happen. Won't run. Won't or can't? The party has fallen. Oh no. Careful on your journey. So do they just take half your money and throw you back out in the wild? Because that's actually pretty nice for this particular era of gaming. That's actually really nice, in fact. Oh boy, it takes a while to get even the most basic upgrade in this, doesn't it? If you last save in church, you use half your Zen. If you save in Dragon Stash, you use a lot you lose a lot less. Oh wow, so I really didn't have much money to begin with, huh? I'm curious. I'm curious if that thing across the bridge is still like instant death. I mean, we do. Oh, but it counters. Ow. No, they won't run. Quickly shot him. Oh my god. And I got 9 experience and 5 coins for that. Incredible. So I see dead people don't get back up after battle. I'm just carting a corpse around. How do you bring people back to life in this? Breath of Fire 5 has a really fucked up game over screen or in silhouette your body suddenly violently mutates your eyes. Oh my lord. That's pretty intense. Breath of Fire 5 is the horror game one. I'm surprised to hear there is a horror game one at all. My pleasure, Drake Nell. Glad to do what little I can to help soothe everybody's fears and anxieties and whatnot. Helps me too. Frankly. Okay, just need a good night's sleep. Brings the dead right back. I got it recorded. Let's go ahead and stop this here. I think we got an idea of what to expect. If you want to vote for or against a future Democratic playthrough of this game, now would be the time. Now would be the time to do it, because I'm going to call this vote in a minute here. I will say, it's a very pretty game, and it has a really cool hook for its story. But it seems like it'll be a lot of fighting and grinding up levels to get through it. Breath of Fire 5's setting is a creepy underground dystopia. You're trying to fight your way to the surface by trying to resist being violently transformed into evil dragon cancer building to cure the surface and save the girl. Turn into a living air purifier for the underground dystopia. That's certainly unique. Can't think of another game with a premise like that. At least not offhand. Alright, chat. I'm going to call this vote. Alright. That's a yes. That's a yes on Breath of Fire 2. So, My general policy with doing full playthroughs of stuff from the Power Hours is to wait until they actually get their feature in the magazine. So, since Breath of Fire 2 only gets a small column mention here, I'm gonna hold off on actually starting it until at least we see a full feature here, which they're saying probable October release. Let's see, since we have the advantage of living here in the future, we can see when it actually came out. December. But it may still get the feature in October. So yeah, whenever it shows up in, oh my god, this is Bubsy 2 music. Thought this sounded familiar. So yeah, whenever it gets its feature in Nintendo Power, we will revisit the topic and see where we can fit it in. So my guess would be probably after Spooktober. Unless we just burn through this issue and the next couple, because reminder, this is August. So yeah, it's probably gonna be a couple issues before we hit it. So yeah. I tell you what, chat. I tell you what. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end a little bit early tonight because I'm a little bit sleepy, and I could use a little bit of rest since I am still sick at the moment. And I would like, when we come back here on Thursday, I'd like to spend some time talking about the Chrono Trigger coverage. We'll talk our way around the game a bit before we actually get to playing it sometime in the future. That's another thing too. Often negotiate how to fit Chrono Trigger and Breath of Fire in around each other. These hand gestures don't really mean anything. Just kind of tell us where the big JRPGs really pick up for us. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. I mean, Earthbound's feature was like, Earthbound's feature was 2 months back. Chrono Trigger's preview was the previous month. Its feature starts this month. Breath of Fire 2 is coming later this year. Secret of Evermore is going to be in here somewhere, though we've already played that one, so we're not at risk there, but yeah. And yeah, Final Fantasy 3, we now know as Final Fantasy 6, wasn't all that long ago either, so yeah, we're in it deep. We're in peak Super Nintendo season, so we'll have to plan accordingly for that, chat. But that's exciting. It's exciting to have a bunch of really cool stuff come up that needs to be worked in. It's popping off. It certainly is. All right, so schedule-wise, tomorrow night, nothing. Don't show up here tomorrow night expecting to be entertained, because I ain't going to be here. No stream on Sunday. Monday, we will start Wonder Project J, the last game that y'all voted in for a democratic play. Oh yeah, I guess it is technically a democratic playthrough. So yeah, make sure you show up for Wonder Project J. Otherwise, some negative Nancys are going to vote it out. So if you are excited about Wonder Project J, you better show up for it and keep it alive. So should only take like 2 weeks to do anyway. That'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, we'll be right back here, and specifically here. God, they did a terrible, terrible job of scanning this magazine. But we'll get through. We'll enjoy it. We'll get out of it. We'll get through it. It'll be great. Thursday and Saturday next week will be the Power Hours, and next Friday, I have no idea. I'm kind of... I'm kind of out of planning Fridays. I'm kind of down for just seeing what I feel like. Marl one, yeah. Present Marl and past Marl is what we got here, so. Alright, anyway, let me go find somebody to raid. Let me go ship you off somewhere. Somewhere fun. I wouldn't ship you off to just anybody, certainly. I'm gonna throw you over. I don't think I've rated Marilyn Katz in quite some time. Yeah, she's doing Tarkov, which I've enjoyed vicariously through her. So yeah. Anyway, gang, thanks for coming out tonight. Thanks for joining me for the epic return of the Power Hours, I guess. We played some garbage Street Fighter 2 on the Game Boy, and then played some really cool shit after that. It turns out Civilization on the Super Nintendo is absolutely worthwhile. Maybe not necessarily on the order of SNES SimCity, but definitely solid. And then y'all like Breath of Fire 2 enough to give it a shot at a full playthrough in the future. So, we'll see when that comes around. But those are all tales for another time. For now, chat, thanks again for coming out. Hopefully I will see you on Monday for the proper start of Wonder Project J. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.